I have to start when I remember, so sorry if I'm peeing. Sorry. My grandma, while she was alive, was like 200 milligrams oxycodone, oxycontin, everything else. I remember thinking for the first time in my life, I was like, she has so many medicines when she passed away that have not been used. I would make like $20,000 off of how much medicine she still has. Not that I'd ever do that. Not that my aunt would ever do that. Sorry, I'm joking around because it was just like, geez, that shit's strong. My wisdom teeth got pulled. I sat there and took one oxycodone, half a pill, 200 milligrams. 10 minutes later, but I was standing up. So anyway, when she was getting bed bound more than at least sitting in her sitting room or something, she would get these bouts where she'd feel better and didn't want to take her medicine. Understandably. Did I know that she was taking some weed? No, because I'm the family snitch, and if I know, then everybody's gonna know. Guess what? We gonna know, bitch. She was given some weed, and she said she felt better. I didn't know she had weed. All I knew is that she didn't want to take her medicine no more because she felt better. She wasn't feeling great at that point. Me and my aunt were yelling, just because you feel better one day don't mean you don't take that medicine. Take that medicine, grandma. She's sick of us. When I tell you, my grandma don't play about knowing what she's talking about. She's sick of us. But she's the one that needs the help. Anyway, there's a one night where she's in bed, her door's open. I'm walking by her door, and I hear her, Shantia, Shantia. And it's like she's trying to yell, but she's not yelling. And I'm like, Grandma, why are you calling my name like that? So I go in the room, I turn the light on, and as I'm turning the light on, she's like, wah! And like wakes up. And I'm like, Grandma, are you okay? What happened? And she's like, Shantia, I had a dream someone came in here and was trying to get me. Like they were trying to kill me. And I was calling you, and you came too late. And I'm like, okay, well, that was a dream. Nothing's happened. I'm here. Like, do you need anything? But she was like, they got me. And I'm like, I didn't know how to take it because I'm feeling like a failure and I wasn't in the dream. I don't know what to do to make it better. I don't know how to solve why is someone attacking you in your sleep, Grandma? Why are you calling out for help like this? So when she passed away, the room she was in became my aunt's room. The room my aunt was in became my room. And then the room that I was staying in, which was a den area, it wasn't a room, became an actual den. I had been in my room for maybe a month after Grandma passed away. I had her old bed too. Oh gosh, senior beds are just so fucking comfortable. Oh my gosh. And I was sleeping one day, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't know which one came first, but I was sleeping one day, and I woke up at like 3 a.m. Just woke up. Like I was like, why am I awake? Like I woke up like someone woke me up, but I know I didn't wake up because someone's not here to wake me up, and I just popped up. Like I just woke up like I wasn't asleep. Like I've never woken up not groggy or like, oh gosh, recover from sleeping for this long. I just like 3 a.m. And I was like, why am I awake? And I looked around my room, and this is an older house in Compton, so it has one of those closet doors where it's a regular door with a handle. You have to open and close, no sliding doors. And the door was closed when I went to sleep. The room was practically empty. I don't have a lot of stuff. There's 2 closets in this room. That closet was kind of big. A little walk-in style closet, like big square, big room. And it had only pillows and comforters that were just like, when you're trying to stack pillows, you just lean them against the wall because they're not really stacking. But they were leaning against the back wall. When I woke up, this door that had been closed because there's only pillows and blankets in here was open. And you have to turn the handle to open the door. The pillows and comforters spilled out. I told you it was leaning on the back of the closet. Spilled out onto the floor. I woke up and it was like that. I didn't see it happen. It was already like that. First thought, my little cousin's coming in here messing with me. He better know that I'm about to whoop his ass. Because there ain't no reason he'd be in my room at 3 a.m. What the fuck? But then I thought about it and I was like, we have wooden floors. I would have, like, the way I popped up, I would have been like, oh, I heard the footsteps. You went to the bathroom, you came in here. Like, I would have heard you. It is a loud wooden floor building. Not fake veneer. Real wooden creaky floors. So that couldn't have been what happened. Everybody was asleep. No one's walking around. I'm like, that's weird. Back to sleep. And you have to forgive me if this happened before what I just told you or after. But I then have a dream. I'm pretty sure this was after that happened. Because I didn't connect anything until this dream. The hallway that I'm walking through all the time. This connects all the bedrooms, the bathroom, the hallway closets, the main sitting area my grandma used to sit in, and then another door to the bathroom. The kitchen. So the entrance to the living room that is across from the bathroom, the entrance to all of these different rooms can be blocked off because the hallway has a bunch of doors through the openings. You could just close it off and now there's just a hallway with no openings. So in my dream, I'm walking through this hallway. I get to the sitting room that my grandma's in. The door was already open. And it's nighttime. It was already nighttime. I don't know if I was going to the kitchen to get water, whatever the thing was in my dream. I was just walking and it was nighttime. I get to where my grandma used to sit in her sitting room all the time. And she has a big old window. And in the dream, there's a big full moon in the window. So I could see her because of the moonlight. And she's sitting there. And I'm like, you got a grayish green skin, grandma? First of all, what are you doing here? You're supposed to be dead. Why are you in my dream? And I didn't know it was a dream at the time. I was like, why are you sitting here? Because you're supposed to be dead. And she was gray-green. Her skin looked like it was already frog skin. That's the best way to describe it. Like, what makes a human skin turn into frog skin? Death. She was sitting there in the dark. I don't remember anything about temperature. I don't remember anything about her being wrapped up in blankets. I just know that she was sitting there like she always does. And she was like, Shantia, I don't feel good. Come, help me. Come here. And I had asked, I said, Grandma, you're not supposed to be here. She ignored the question. She said, I don't feel good. Help me come here. I sat there for like enough time to realize that there was another lighted area. It was pitch. I told you the moon was out. Bright moon. I looked through the kitchen because that's where I was headed. Through the sitting room, there's another door with a door that goes through the bathroom. Goes through the kitchen. In the kitchen, it's a family reunion going on. Like the way that we do family reunions, we don't call them cookouts because we don't have random cookouts. It's a very scheduled event. Every year on these days, we're going to be doing these things. And it was literally everybody that normally comes and does a barbecue, cookout, food, potluck, whatever, lighthearted, just in the kitchen having a little day party. And I'm looking at the kitchen and I'm looking at my grandma. She's like, come here, Shantia, I need help. I'm like, let me go get my aunt because my aunt can help. And then I walk through the doorway. I don't deviate. I pause. I sat there in my stance like, Grandma, what the hell are you doing here? I'm going to go get help. And I kept walking. I didn't deviate. When I walked through the door, I woke up. The party, bright white light, and I'm awake. I told my aunt this. I don't know if she registered the part where I was like, I have to go get my aunt for help. But she was like, we don't believe in ghosts. We don't believe in that. So it's not that. I'm like, I never said it was a ghost. I don't think grandma's hovering over me talking about, come, I need help. And mind you, the voice was not my grandma. The voice was a man. Come with me if you want to live. But dead. Like, I don't even know how to do it. It was a demon. The same demon that was that night when I said, the blood of Jesus, get out of here. Get off me and my daughter. That day. Same kind of voice. But it was coming out of my dead grandma in my dream. Mary, my grandma's sister, told my dad that they need to see if my daughter is my grandma. I'm here to tell you, as a connoisseur of the what the fucks, as a I don't trust this shit, God, but I trust you, I'm going to tell you what he told me. God did not tell me to tell you. He told me to tell you what I know. You feel me? When I had my first pregnancy, when I had my abortion, I had a cousin tell me, spiritually inclined person, at this point you should know who the fuck I'm talking about. You have a girl's spirit following you around. I never told her I had an abortion. I knew it was a girl. I knew that this pregnancy was going to be a girl. I said, if it's not a girl, it's a very gay man. That's how strongly I was sure that I was going to have a girl. Didn't have to know. I knew the first time I was pregnant, it's a girl, but I'm only 3 months and I had my abortion. I think that's why I'm so fucked up. It's like 2 weeks, a week, maybe mentally recover, maybe the hormones, but 3 months, you're not recovering. You're this way moving forward. She said, I noticed that there's a feminine spirit following you. And it's not my grandma. It's a child I aborted. God told me to tell you that he revealed to me my daughter ain't knowledgeable because of the fall. She isn't knowledgeable because of the birth and death and rebirth. She's knowledgeable because God reassigned her to me. She chose me. I remember very distinctly. I think it was when I had died and came back to life as a kid. I was broken neck, choked out, something not right. Suffocation, some version. Jaw fucked up because I'm too little to handle the device that's meant to keep me breathing. I think that's why my jaw is fucked up. I'm kind of starting to remember, but that's all I know right now. I was clearly too little to speak. That's what I believe. The little girl that I was went up to heaven, and I sat with God and I looked down with God and I said, I want to help that lady. Talking about my mom. I want to help that lady. He's like, you want to go back? And I remember I thought it was me originally being born that this dream is from. I'm like, I have this dream. But no. I'm going back. It's not time to die. God's like, you want to help that person? I chose it. And I believe because when you're in the process of being conceived, you go from being a part of the universe, a part of the everything, the knowledge, the wisdom, the God, to this unfortunate separation and ignorance. And it maybe it starts with the womb and continues through birth, like you just don't know, or maybe you know what's going on up until you're born. Let me tell you, the babies remember heaven. So anyway, came back down, But when they, like how they, the Renaissance, how they draw, because I never seen that when I had this dream about my mom, like that memory. It's a circular cloud. It's a portal, and you are looking through it with God. Sit on the edge, just like, look at that. That's really what it's like. It's clouds, rainbows, babies everywhere, because they're dead. I died. They're all dead, and God gave me the choice. You don't have to return, and I decided to. My daughter never left me. I apologized to her right before I went into anesthesia because I couldn't face watching them kill her. I had to be knocked out. And I said, I'm so sorry. So sorry. She never left. That's what God told me. Reincarnation you don't live a full life and then get to be a baby again. That's an abomination. That concept is abominable. Thank the Lord above that if I have the tragedy of thinking an abortion is the best choice for me, that He has my back, even in that. God is the creator of good, the creator of evil. You don't get to choose what's good and bad. It sucked. The mechanism to get rid of my child sucked. But it wasn't bad. Death isn't bad because it's not really what you think death is. Life is so much more than you think it is. That's why we don't even talk about death. We memorialize you. We don't mourn you. Because what is there to mourn? Seeing you again soon? It passes really fast once you get up there. The lie is, I don't feel good. I need help. Come. Prioritize me over moving forward. This has been the struggle. Trauma. How much of it can you ignore without it coming back and getting you? It's never about ignoring it. It was never about that. That's the practice, ignoring. We're not doing that no more. Ignoring. Ignorance. You die from lack of knowledge. So I was revealed, and I'm telling you this because God said it's time to tell you. Trust me and I'll reveal more. Because it don't add up. My grandma is my daughter? No. My grandma knew. Because what happens when you pass away, because if you've ever been around someone actively dying in the hospital, not someone that just suddenly dies, but active dying, there's an energy shift. The room gets cold when they leave. But before the energy shift happens, before they leave the room, before they're gone, dissipated, they connect on a certain frequency to everyone around them. Everyone that the concept of individualism, the singular brain, the physical manifestation of the meta becomes meta. It reduces back to its original form of plasma. Let's just use that word. And everyone can feel it because it's radiating energy. And then they go. And then they go. I wasn't there when my grandma passed away. It was actually my step-grandpa that passed away that made me know this. I was too afraid to be around my step-grandma when she passed away. That hurt me too much. But my step-grandpa? That was just as hard. I was in shock. When you don't know how to feel, you just take in. And processing feelings is a lot. That's where most of my feelings and emotions come from. That is heavy as fudge. It's heavy as fuck. They always call me Little Cherry because I look like my grandma. My dad looks like his mom. I look like my dad, which in retrospect, because I'm a girl, I look more like my grandma, which in retrospect is we all look alike. And now my daughter looks like me. The amalgamation. My grandma said, my genes, my genes, my genes. And no, my daughter is not the result of my brother. No matter how much that bothers you, that's not the simple solution. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. You think, okay, who thinks that once you implant your DNA, you come in a bitch, that eventually that same cum at any point can create a child? Are you an anglerfish? Do you not know that you die, your sperm, if you don't use it, it dies. That's why God doesn't want you to waste it. Have as much sex as you want. Have as much, but be prepared for what comes with sex. Don't do all of these mechanical ways to stop it. And then blame the result of it on your lack of responsibility. The responsibility, oh, STDs, oh, feelings, oh, safety. Consequences of your actions. And guess what? The consequences of my actions were I was blessed with another baby. Blessed. Because, in my opinion, this is not what God told me. This is what I'm thinking, and the result of Him telling me the mechanicalness of me having orgasmed to get pregnant in the first place was very much no love, just a lot of aggressive thrusts. And for me, I was in an uninhibited place of fuck it. I didn't even remember at the time that I wasn't taking birth control. I was just like, well, that happened. Something's shifting in my fucking uterus. I'm pregnant. So that's what it feels like. Oh my God, what the fuck is wrong with me? I'm not. My own cousin. You're not prepared to be a mom while he's also trying to sleep with me successfully because I'm clearly meant to just be a body. Maybe that's what it really is about. But that's where the truth came in. The openness of the pregnancy and the spiritual connection to the things around me changed. And I'm sitting here like, the old me would have straight up believed that. Thank God, with all the fucked upness of it all. Thank God I was pregnant when you did that. Because it makes no excuse for what happened. And it confirms that I was wrong. I'm not just a fucking body, I'm a mother. But not now. It's not the time. I got HPV going on. I got instability in my finances. The people that I'm allowing to get me to this place of potentially being pregnant have no intentions of support in any type of viable way. Oh, money. Oh, other family members. I don't know y'all. What kind of support are you really offering me? Now that I'm older, are you trying to take my fucking child? God provides. The baby I had then, not the one that I aborted, obviously, but the baby I had then was an awakening to all the lies. You don't have anxiety, you're just angry. Yeah. What the fuck? Yeah, I am. You're absolutely correct. Prolific, actually. You know what you're talking about, girl. And guess what? Even when you only benefit in yourself, you still benefit everybody that is meant to receive. And that makes you feel powerful. 2 plus 2 equals 4. 4 plus 4 equals 8. But what the fuck is it?